Hey guys, Bill from HoloModels RC. I wanted to share with you my T-50 from RC Powers, and it's a V5. They're supposed to have 2212 motors in them, and this one I put, what is it, 2826, basically a C-Pack with 1500 kV. For this flight, I have a 3600 battery in there, so it's going to be a little bit nose heavy. I put a 60 amp ESC in it because I fly it on 4S also. The thing really rips on 4S, right? This battery is 3S. So when I built this RC Powers plane, for anybody who hasn't built them, they fly really nice, with just elevons actually. But I found it's a little bit funner to fly with the 4x4 setup. So with this model, I printed it at 110% its normal size. I put a mechanical 4x4 in, as you can see. And I added rudders to it. This model is supposed to have under rudders, I believe, if I remember correctly. But I put rudders on top of it. So there's my high rates. Now if you set it up with just elevons, the roll rate's not real high. So I built this completely out of foam board. They're supposed to be Depron. It's supposed to have a spar in front of the prop and a spar in front of the, or behind the prop. But if you build them with foam board, you don't need the carbon spars in there at all. So alright, let's get it ready to go. It's a little windy today. So I got a 7x5 3-bladed prop on there. It's spinning counterclockwise. I got 3D printed control horns for my elevons. 9 gram servos. With that 3600 battery, I get about a 6-minute flight time on 3S. It requires a little bit more power on 3S, of course, than the 4S. It's kind of overpowered with 4S. And with that 3600 battery, it's also a little nose heavy. See? Upside down here. So it doesn't like to pull up as much. Other than that, it flies pretty well. I haven't flown it in a couple weeks. A little bit out of trim. It's kind of windy today. As you can tell, it's windy. So this airplane's supposed to have under rudders on it actually, but I put the rudders on top. Just to kind of give myself some experience with how it makes the airplane roll. But in retrospect, I wish I would have put the under rudders on. You know, it's not real scale, but it probably would have made this airplane fly pretty cool actually. Here, I'll do a rudder turn. That was all rudder. It doesn't really have the power to go straight up with that big battery in it on 3S. Now if I put like a 22 or 1800 in it, it will go straight up on 3S. Just not real fast is all. These airplanes are a lot of fun to fly for anybody who hasn't already made one of them. You can tell how windy it is. That's it for the T-50. SU-57 Felon by RC Powers V5.